honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone that rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of this earth, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. Brother Munat is asking Shalom. You know, forgive me for a second there, I was just slowing down the little fan, my little cooling system. Anyhow, so here we have an article, you know what I mean, talking about a recent meeting Ukraine had, the presidents rather of Ukraine had with the new president of United States, you know what I mean, the old Donald Trump, right? So we will get straight into it because all this is part of the. If you're a watchman, you know that hey, this all this is just groundwork for the end times, groundwork for the end prophecy, groundwork for the Trump card, so to speak. You know, it's just real ironic that I wasn't even thinking about anything with Trump. I used the phrase Trump card. But if I did this, it says Ukraine's parliament calls emergency session to impeach Zelensky following White House humiliation. Now, impeachment is basically arresting the president of the country, the person who runs the country. When they are being held on criminal charges, that's what it's called impeachment, right? It says President Volodymyr Zelensky's tenure has reached a breaking point as Ukraine's parliament calls an emergency session to initiate impeachment proceedings. The move comes in the wake of a disastrous White House meeting where Zelensky was reportedly ejected after a heated exchange with President Donald Trump. According to Article 1111 or 1111 of the Constitution of Ukraine, the president can be removed from office through impeachment if they commit treason, if they commit treason or another serious crime. Sources within the White House confirmed that Zelensky's behavior during peace negotiations marked by dismissive gestures, such as shrugging and eye-rolling, was perceived as disrespectful. Leading U.S. officials, including Senators Marco Rubio and Michael Waltz, to instruct that he leave immediately. The fallout from the meeting also derailed the rare earth minerals deal between the U.S. and Ukraine, further deepening tensions between Kyiv and Washington. So basically, he don't have the best interest for the country or the people at heart, you know. And while reading this article, our next article come across my screen talking about basically Trump saying Zelensky not ready for peace. You know? And I say that this thought just came to mind. And they cracking down and halting on US aid. Is the US still sending ammunition and arms to Ukraine? Are they still sending funds to Ukraine? All that is US aid. You know? So we see just how, once again, trusting in Egypt is a big boo-boo. You know? But moving on, it says, now the repercussions of Zelensky's behavior are unfolding rapidly. Dubinsky, a vocal critic of Zelensky, has described the situation as an urgent matter of national security. The president has embarrassed Ukraine on the world stage and compromised our diplomatic standing, Dubinsky declared, calling for immediate parliamentary action to remove Zelensky from office. Zelensky's approval ratings have been in steady decline as war fatigue sets in and economic challenges mount. Reports indicate growing dissatisfaction among Ukraine's political and military leadership, and some factors begin to distance themselves from the embattled president factions. Slovakia. Yeah, so once again, all this is signs of the crumbling of ESO system, you know? And all this they know, all this they know that, hey, we system crumbling. The impeachment push signals that cracks within his regime may be widening, raising serious questions about his ability to maintain control. While mounting pressure from both internal allies and domestic opposition, Ukraine's political landscape is shifting rapidly. Whether Zelensky can rally enough support to fend off impeachment remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: his days are numbered. So yeah, so they're looking to get rid of he. Like the old Biden, he done play part, right? So they're looking to remove you and next star in the show. Like what they do with Biden and Trump. Get the next man, you know what I mean? 15 minutes of him, right? So I'm gonna get this precept here. Go to the book of Matthew. Because I say in the beginning of the video, all this is signs that the system is crumbling. This is Matthew 12. 12 and 35 it says, and Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. So yeah, it's the same thing with anything. Once the parts don't mesh together like an engine, if it will be made, it'll be a waste. You know what I mean? If your game console parts don't work, what is the point of it? That is just how it is. Everything had to work simultaneously, or no, they work cohesively rather, for things to happen. And Esau is in full view of the opposite taking place. Right? Let me read verse 26 and I'll continue. It says, and if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand here? So if Satan telling Satan, hey, come out of this meeting immediately, how the kingdom will stand by if they can't even reason with each other? How to maintain control? Oh, hey, when Yahushua pierce the sky in his true and full glory, they're going to know what to do, They're going to know what hit them and they're going to know what to do. I promise you that. I could bet my bottom dollar on that. As they say, word to mother. They wouldn't know what to do. They will fight because of their pride. The scripture said that they will fight because of their pride, even though they're so afraid. But they'll be doomed. Right? Because why? They're divided. And now we got this deeper understanding for this precept. Right? And being honest, I didn't even write it down, but this is what come to mind. To the spirit. You know what I mean? Because this precept keep coming out and coming out. Right? It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Revelation 12 and 12, by the way. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. How we know he have a short time? Because you watching how divided he nation is. He nation meaning the children Esau and the children of Esau more or less. You know what I mean? The elites, the heads watching what going on. Why is they trying to place the pawns in place? Right? Zelensky and Trump can't agree, even though Zelensky and Biden was best of buddies. We owe him umpteen trillion, we sending him billions. No problem. Trump come back into power. What's going on? Zelensky being disrespectful, rolling the eye, whatever. Trump saying he's not ready for peace. We all know he just stealing money. Because, I don't even understand how he end up as the president anyway, but another story. Yeah? So nevertheless, this is the madness that takes place, right? And because they 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 know that the kingdom is coming short, right? They place draconian laws. They pass draconian laws. They make times harder. You know what I mean? They make living grievous, right? Grievous. They make living so grievous. You know what I mean? The Daniel 7 and 25. They make living so grievous. It says, and he shall speak great words against the Most High. Uh, Yeah, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and the times and the dividing of times. You understand? We in the dividing of times, you know. Right? We down in the dregs, we down in the last. You understand? We down in the last. This is the end of their kingdom. They will crumble, they will assume that they have power, they will think to themselves, they will rule forever. And the houses, as the scripture says, the inward thought is that the houses shall remain forever. That's roughly paraphrasing, of course, right? But that is not so, that is just how the precept reads. You understand? The inward thought, yeah, that is what they think, you know? But it's not so. It's crumbling. And the signs are clear to see, as the article read, the cracks widening within his regime. You know what I mean? The doubt, people doubting and people want to break away from him. Your own countrymen do support you, right? And they went and embarrass them on the world stage. They'll get to lock you up for that because you're on shit. That is just how the cookie crumble, you know? So they seek to change time and laws by to make it, because the time's short. They come down with great wrath. Do this thing, this, that. We stop in USA, do stuff, who dead, no medication, no money, whatever the case may be, etc., etc. Right? Until you offer a solution. Look, we have diseases going around, we have famines. USA, it go cause a man-made famine some way, somehow. We go see it pop up 2 days after, 2 days or the day after I do the video on the USA all then. This article pop up about tens of thousands of children starving. What is that? Is that not a famine? Not to mention the famine of the word, you know, with concerning censorship and all kind of thing, you know. But nevertheless, that was just the message in this video. You know what I mean? Satan is divided. You know what I mean? So I hope it was insightful. I hope it was enlightening through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Kakodash. Until next time, Shalom.